Hey, sports card fans, it's John, Wade Boggs fan. Hope you're all doing well. And I hope you are all enjoying a day off to celebrate Memorial Day. Now, I like all baseball cards, although there are some that I like more than others. That holds true for modern baseball cards, even Wade Boggs cards, and vintage baseball cards. It also extends into my 100 cards for $10,000 list. There are some cards on that list that I like more than others. Now, all of them serve a purpose, which is why they are on the list, in that all the cards there are helping me work toward a particular player's playing day run. Now, the card I have to show off today is one that I absolutely love. Just love the overall design, the image, the colors. Every time I look at it, I just smile. I just absolutely love this card. I'm going to turn the camera around and show it off. It is the 19th card that I have picked up on my 100 cards for $10,000, and it's the 1964 Topps Frank Robinson. And here it is. Look at that beautiful card. Oh, just the 64 set. I've shown off some pickups of the 64 set on this list. But this one, maybe right next to the Pete Rose so far, of the ones in my collection. I just absolutely love this. Picked it up in a PSA 4. I can't believe this got a 4. I'm sure there's maybe the corners, some small dings or something, but oh my goodness. When I saw this one show up on eBay, it was an auction. I knew I had to put a strong bid or hope that I would win it, and I was lucky enough to win the auction. Just with the Reds there and his uniform with the type of uniform there where it shows his sleeve, choking up on the bat. I think he even has a little band-aid on his finger. I don't know, the overall look, the image, the colors. I love this Frank Robinson card. And the other thing that I like about the card as well is, if you're familiar with the 64 Topps cards, on the backs, sometimes you get the orange, and I'll turn this card over here in a minute here. Sometimes the orange is a bit faded. Other times you're able to get a darker orange for the print, and not only does the front just pop with all these colors, look how dark and bold that back is. I have some that, again, where the orange is somewhat faded, but this one is a really nice example. Man, I mean, even the back, okay, maybe off somewhere a little bit, left to right. So, I mean, I don't know. It's not a newer slab, so it can't be, oh, well, they're really strict and hard on the grading. I didn't notice or buy it because it was a 4. I was just doing searches, and this one came up, and I said, I don't care what the grade is. This thing has such nice eye appeal. I just can't get over it. As you can see, I'm smiling here. There's just certain cards that either I see or have in my collection that I know every time I look at, I am just going to love, and this one is it. All right, so I'm going to get into the numbers here. I'm going to put this card in the back because I have a couple others that I want to sort of show off here. So let's talk quickly about the numbers. So this was card number 19. Now, on my list, I had this for a PSA 7, and I figured I'd have to spend, if I got a good deal for a PSA 7, it would cost me $100. Well, obviously, I didn't get a PSA 7. In my eyes, that looks just as good as a PSA 7. I only spent, including shipping and tax, with the winning auction here, $35. So I'm $65 to the good. And let me tell you, I probably couldn't find, again, maybe upon really close inspection of the corners, but the general rule is, oh, if it's a foot away from you, hey, good eye appeal. You have to get really close on this card to probably discern it from a PSA 7. At least in my mind, it looks that good. So yeah, I saved $65 over trying to get a decent deal for $100 for a PSA 7. Now, in terms of PSA 4 values, how did I do in terms of picking up this particular PSA 4? On the low end, now again, this is just the sale price, does not include tax and shipping. On the low end, $20, average $30, on the high end, $45. So even factoring in shipping and tax, I think my winning bid was like just around $30. So all in 35 with shipping and tax, may have been just under $30. So I was right around the average for a PSA 4, what they are going for. And if with these vintage cards, even with mid grades like a PSA 4, you're going to get some that are very off center, and this one, again, to me, could easily be a PSA 7. So with 19 cards so far, on my list, I had that if I got good deals for the grades that I had them listed at, I would have to spend $1,720. And to date, for these 19 cards, I've only spent $905. So I am $815 to the good. Now, I noticed recently that Ray from Philly is starting a Frank Robinson run. I don't think I'm going to be in competition with Ray. I know he likes to get some nicer copies. I'm more of a budget type, so I'm looking for the 4s and 5s. He's probably in the 5s and 6s, so I don't think we're going to be competing against any Frank Robinson cards that are out there. But I thought I would show off the few other ones that I have from the 1960s and see which one that you feel is the nicer one, or one that you like the best from the 4 that I have from the 60s. So we're starting off with the 1960. This one also is in a PSA 4. Really like this one as well, like the colors. Now this one here, I'm not sure. I'd have to check other examples. I don't know if that was supposed to be like a light red. It looks more orangey here, so not sure if it's just the color, the ink isn't as bold as some other copies. I'm not sure, but overall, really nice card. I happen to like this 1960, so would like to know what you think. I'll put that one right there. And then the other 2 cards from the 1960s I have is 1968. Not a bad card. It's not overly exciting, but some of you may like the hat that he's wearing with the Orioles logo. So there's that one. And then my final card of Frank Robinson from the 1960s is his 1969. So there he has that follow through, again with the Orioles cap there. So I actually have 2 cards here with him from the 60s on the Cincinnati Reds, and 2 cards featuring him on the Baltimore Orioles. So would love to know in the comments what you think about that great looking 64 Topps Frank Robinson, and of these 4, which one is your favorite? And with that, that's all I have for you. So until next time, thanks for watching.